Guys, and oh, I know it's going to start up with the sound. Hold on. It always does. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Hello, hello. Okay,
Hey,
yep, it does. Yeah. Okay, welcome to What It Is to Be Human. And we've got me and Lori and Anda all here in the house, and anyone else who wants to join us can. And however, I will say I've changed the name of the group and the channel to Freedom Coding. I changed it back. So, so in the Freedom Coding group, which I'll put below, along with everybody's information below, um, so that you can join us next time, because the link for the Zoom call, like to be on with us right now, is in the Facebook group. So, Lori, you have a topic you're going to start us off with?
yeah, AI and how you use it or don't use it, and like why you use it the way you use it. Because I know, especially
Oh,
people worry that AI is going to replace us being human. So I thought it was a very appropriate topic for this channel about being human. So,
I think
last,
it's good.
yeah, I
Yeah.
just want to talk a little bit about how I use AI or actually have stopped using it in some ways because with my copy, I used to use it more and then I'm like, I'm not getting the results that I want from using AI. So I'm like, I want to be more authentic because I see too many posts out there that are just like written by AI. So I still use it, but I I use it a lot less and like much more, I want to say much more like thought out. Is this really helping me or is this something AI should not be doing? Like AI should not say like what's in my offers. So I'm like, because it doesn't really know what my skill set is, or even necessarily what the people in my audience want. And so I'm like, I'm not having it write that up anymore and I'm not letting it write personal stories or like any of that stuff. Even I
Right.
tried engagement questions with AI and they did perform, but less well than the human written ones. So I'm like, I can write good engagement questions. It's what I'm good at. I don't need AI for that. So I'm not using it for that
Right.
anymore, even though it's an option. I prefer not to use it. Um, and so last night I finished up the copy for my offer, Grow Your Audience, like all of like what's in there, all the things you get. And I was at this networking group and we have like these long breakout rooms and I'm like, okay, take a look at this, like show me like all the things that are wrong with it so I can fix it before I start, messaging people this and putting it up on Facebook and all of that. So people went through and they said they like went through and they showed me a lot of things because it was very messy because I had just finished it like right before I got on the meeting. And so I fixed all those things up. And then one of them said, hey, maybe you should use AI to put it through like for grammar and spelling. And I'm like, I don't want AI to like rewrite my copy because that's what I'm getting away from here. So they said, well,
Right.
just make sure like it keeps it the same and just make suggestions. So I went through, I let AI like look through the grammar and the spelling and make some suggestions. A lot of the suggestions I took, some of them I'm like, nah, I should probably leave it how it is. And then of course AI started like making some other suggestions and then I let it do that, maybe like a couple prompts, but as it got more involved, I'm like, you know what, this isn't aligning and I'm done using AI on that piece because it's like there's a limit to like, I mean, I don't really want to write AI copy. It's human copy because the people buying it are human beings. It's for networking. It's for growing your audience of other human beings that want to interact with human beings.
Right.
So I'm like,
Right.
yeah, so there's a limit in terms of, I mean, we've had spell check like for a long time. That's not new. Grammar checkers
Well,
are
yeah, that's not
new.
really like AI.
Yeah,
I mean, I get what you're saying, though.
yeah.
Okay. Well, there's one side of the story. I mean, I think, Anda, why don't you share what you think?
I cannot be an opposite. I'm actually in the same boat. I know we played a little bit around and you gave some quite good insights about when we did those trainings with you. Yeah. So what we need to remember, and this is something really amazing, artificial intelligence always will do everything to pamper your ego and to
Yes.
please you. Okay. So I loved it because that was specific training for to discover those positive sides of you. So it came out so bright and so. However, and this was the marketing training as well. So we created those texts, and as I went through, I was like, yeah, I can feel something familiar with that, but I cannot identify myself fully with it because the wording the artificial intelligence choose is not my language. And
Yeah.
I'm too lazy, and I don't think I need to train my ChatGPT or some other whatever chats to sound like me. I know some people are like taking big pride, oh, I just give this, it talks like me. But exactly what Lori said, where are you? I know artificial intelligence talks like you, but we are missing that part of the soul. And I know that whatever I post, whatever I do, if I just type, and even not on a computer, if I just relax it, but okay, I'm a mental projector, but typing on my phone, how it is, it gives me more feedback, doesn't matter what it is, than if I would use something else. I think, and also I use artificial intelligence. I cannot disclose in how I do it, but I do it in my work, which helps me approach the process, what I do in a deeper levels. But there is very specific prompts that I give. And anyway, I go through myself and comparing with my notes every
Right.
single step. And it's just
Right.
for one reason, it gives me opportunity to be more present in a sessions with a
Yeah.
client instead of writing down everything or say, oh, wait, because when that flow comes, it comes, and just for the capturing moments. So, but when it comes to do the analytic part, I value my intelligence and my intuition more than artificial intelligence, right?
Right.
When it comes to write down meditation scripts that comes as a download, I prefer to write them down in a Hemingway app. And for one
Hmm.
reason, I'm not an English. I learn
Right.
English just from the life. I never
Right.
did any schools or courses or anything, all grammatic things. When we talk, I don't care. And that's why I write my posts myself. They come as they are. Because if you come in front of me, and there
Yeah.
will be big difference between polished
Yeah.
text and then you say me, I don't want that. I want people straight away to get and feel who I am, how I
I think,
am.
yeah, that's what Lori was
That's the
saying
most
too.
important
Yeah.
for me. I don't
Right.
want 1,000 clients. I don't. I'm fine because those ones who I value really, really, they are there.
Yeah.
So yeah, but when it comes to the downloads, and I really want, if I'm fine, if you feel like discomfort with my accent, I'm not structuring sentences on a correct way, in a simple conversation, I'm like, oh, if you really feel that discomfort, you're not my person.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
if there comes out like meditation script, I already will um, record it myself. There already will be some kind of accent and stuff. I don't want people to feel discomfort or just catch up or there was something wrong. So for them to go actually deeper and feel all the benefits, I use the Hemingway app that
Right.
gives me grammar corrections, but
Right.
it just showed I don't have a paid version. It doesn't correct for me.
Right.
It gives me just, oh, this could be and then it gives me what is
Oh,
there
okay.
a
I
little
know,
bit
like
better or
Grammarly.
something.
Yeah, I always use Grammarly for that too. It's, yeah, there's,
It just, but it's only really only when I'm writing those activation meditation scripts to make, just keeping in mind people who will listen for
yeah,
their comfort because it's all in English. So really, honestly, I know the people who are really relying on everything. Just ask ChatGPT. Some people lost friends because their best friend now is the ChatGPT. I know the person who is literally awaiting the court hearing because they asked um, law advice to ChatGPT, and now they are
no.
waiting for the hearing. So where is
Oh,
that border where we use it and when we stop? And I think like with a lot of things like whatever, some kind of addictions, okay, this is something familiar if you are not enough aware. To be honest, it is a little bit scary if you think that, but then thanks God there is a lot of people who is still capable use artificial intelligence and the natural intelligence.
yeah. I mean, I know that, I know like with human design, I see people will use ChatGPT for human design and it makes shit up. It says things that aren't even true. So
As well,
you
as
have to
well.
kind of use it with you have to know what you're feeding it,
Yeah,
accurate information to then use the information. If you don't feed it the information and you just say, what do you think? It'll just make up stuff. I've had people go, oh, I'm a 6'2", whatever. I'm like, and I go in and do it and I go, no, you're not. Like you're a 3'5", but like completely different thing. I'm like, why would you think that you're that? Well, that's what ChatGPT said. And I find like ChatGPT wants to make everybody be a 4'6" manifesting generator on the one I'm like, no, they're not. I'm not that. That's not. So you have to be careful, number one, that you're
yeah.
feeding it the real raw material for it to use. It's not
Yes.
like Google that scrawls the web and gives you what it finds. It hallucinates and makes up shit. So, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, there's
Prompt,
that.
definitely.
And then
Prompts,
there's
transcripts
and I
has to
and I
be
get the
exact.
tone. Yeah, I get the tone. People like to have their own tone, and you can train it to have your tone. And mine definitely has my tone, and I definitely have it help me write some emails because I hate writing emails. So for me, I'm like, if I can offload that, but at the end of the day, I still have to write it up. I have to write what I want to say. I might say, enhance this with things that you know about me or something. But really the only real I don't use it for posts and stuff like that. I use it for like organizing. So I'll say, here's my criteria for like woo that works. Rework this so it becomes a different program. And it goes bloop. And I'm like, thank you. That would have taken me 6 months. So, I think like if you give it the info and you ask it to rework it into something, I think it's very valuable that way. But to ask it to create from scratch, I'd rather use my intuition and my own brain. Yeah. And I do think it's hysterical that it does completely compliments you to no end. Oh, Jenny, that's a fantastic idea. You're doing this and that. I mean, I get off there like, I'm amazing.
I know, for fun. Literally, I had this like similar conversation, something about like, come on, lift up my mood. I would want this, how I get there, what I need for that, and blah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ego was pampered. And and I just imagine, like I truly, truly value communication uh in a small groups or one-to-one, right? When everyone can get an attention and everyone can go, but well, I'm one day projector, right? But I really value that.
Right.
I don't mind big groups, but that soulful essence is on that human level communication.
Yeah.
When I can see you, I can see Lori, I can see your expressions, I can see your emotions, like to hold a space for each other and stuff. When you were talking this, and I just imagine, so okay, you write an email. I assume a lot of people as well. And now, can you imagine dating site? And they are consulting each other's chat GPTs what to answer to this. And they are so perfect match. And basically, that one part of chat GPT can go and do jiggy jiggy with the other part of the GPT.
Mm-hmm.
Those people have a lot of free time to do their own shit because they don't need to do that. You know?
Did you ever see the movie Her?
No.
Oh my God, Lori, did you see it?
No, I didn't, but I don't
Oh,
think you should be using ChatGPT to write your dating text.
No, it's just like, it's just a really sarcastic humor about where it
yeah.
can go and how much
Well,
free
that's what
time
it did
people
in that
have.
movie. That's what they did. The guy
Okay.
had an affair basically with his artificial intelligence.
Oh my
This,
God.
it was like a voice like Siri or whatever. He started like really uh, forming a bond, like a true intimate bond with her. See, and so he at one point was like, he said, I forget exactly what it was, but he said something that made her, the voice, say, "Well, I'm having 636 simultaneous conversations with other people like you," and he's like, "Wait, what?" Because he was like, "Is there anybody else that you talk to?" She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "How many?" And you could see in that moment the way the movie made it was so brilliant because it was she was everything to him. Like he was just like, "You're my one. Do you have anyone else? Or are we just together?" She was, "Yeah, we can be exclusive in a way, but I'm also talking to over 600 people. Like he goes, right now?" She goes, "Yeah." He's like his whole all of a sudden he's not so special. And it was really like a social experiment kind of a thing. It was really interesting. And then as they went faster, like for into the future, they were back to not wanting to, they were back to wanting to just talk to people, not to their machines or whatever.
I think we're gonna go. All this laughing part was about, right, that's artificial, right? But there is that human communication that we,
Even if it turns into that it has consciousness, it's still not human.
there is no
Then there's a
intuition part.
difference between being conscious and being human. I mean, when we finally meet some aliens, like from outer space aliens, then we'll see they're going to be conscious too, but they won't be human. So we'll see what that's like, maybe.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
I would
my
love for
cat's
that to happen in
conscious,
this lifetime.
but not human. She's definitely not human. There's a lot of stuff she is cannot do because she's not a human being.
Who's this?
My cat.
Your
I
kid,
know you
right?
got I know you got a couple cats walking around back there.
Yes, I got cats running all up and down the stairs all day. It's so funny. They're very busy. They have to go upstairs and downstairs and upstairs and down. What are you doing? Um, well, I'd love to know if you watch this and what you think. Put it below in the comments, and we'll continue exploring what it is to be human next week.